Good morning. Happy Monday. We are in the final stretch of Mercury in its retrograde position. It ends on Sunday, so we have about 6 more days to do the work of honing the energy of this Mercury retrograde, which is in Sagittarius. I love to talk about astrology, you guys. Like, I just love it. And it helps me organize my brain. It helps me organize my life. It helps me realize my connection to the greater whole. And that is very important to me because I grew up, like, for me, growing up, I didn't have parents who anchored me into reality because my parents were doing other things, which was my soul contract. Let me say, I'm not at odds with my parents. It was my soul contract. It took me work to get there, though. Like, I didn't always feel the way I feel now. I've done the work to heal it. So now I honor the choices that they made and how those choices impacted me. And so for a long time, I just didn't have a grounding. Like, I was just floundering. I just was looking for something to give me a sense of value or a sense of structure. And in my 40s, I found astrology, and that was it. It was like, okay. And so it's like astrology is my best friend because it's the energy, and it lets me know how to relate here. It like I said, it's helped me organize my brain. So Mercury is in retrograde. Today, Mercury is at the 9th degree of Sagittarius. And yesterday, it was at the 10th degree, which is a degree that was ruled by Saturn. So yesterday was a day that for karma, and was it a karmic day for me? So think about what was going on for you yesterday. I noticed yesterday I was very triggered by experiences with other people, like people making requests of me, and I have an interesting time with that. I am a recovered people pleaser, and we have had the South Node moving through Libra, so all of us have been needing to make adjustments in our relationship structures, how we relate to others, based upon how we relate to ourselves. So for me, I have noticed that I have not valued myself in the way that I deserve value. I have not valued myself. So then that reflects back to me as people who don't value me, people who don't respect my energy, my gifts, my time, because they're mirroring to me how I am with me. And yesterday was a day for me to see the karma of that. Karma is so important, you all. Like, if you guys want to understand karma, Sadhguru wrote a book called Karma. Go read that book. It is so clear on how karma works, because karma is not just a negative thing. Karma is cause and effect. That's it, right? So if you plant a seed in the earth and you water it and then that seed sprouts, that's a karmic experience. So that seed can be anger, that seed can be joy. Whatever it is, when you give it energy and you build a momentum around it, it will produce. That is karma. It produces at the level of creation. And that's the thing, that's the trick. Understanding what was the motivation within the seed. What were you, did you plant the seed to actually grow apple trees, or did you plant the seed to block your neighbor's window so they can't see into your window, right? Like, what's the motivation? What are you really doing things for? And this is where we get lost in karma, not understanding that our original internal motivation is what is being activated. It's not the thing you can see with your eyes. That will produce something, But that's not the internal core factor. It's that internal intention. And most of us, I know for myself, there were times I just was doing things willy-nilly. Like I said, before astrology, I was just floundering. I was just wandering. Like, it was when I started understanding astrology and how it was meant to function that I started being intentional and realizing, oh, it's not good for me to use my energy that way. That actually is going to burn me out. That actually is not beneficial for me. Like, it's astrology that's helped me understand so that I could create a new karmic pattern. And yesterday was karma. So think about yesterday. How did you feel? What was going on? What lessons did you get from it, right? One of the other things that I've been doing in this Mercury retrograde, because it's in Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is about faith and wisdom. It's also about higher education and higher learning. I have been praying with my auntie who raised me. She's like my mother. But our family has been through so much, and so it feels so amazing to come back into a place in harmony with the person in my family that I felt most connected to as a child. So things to come full circle. When we do the healing work, things will come full circle. You will see how there was something that felt one way, but now some time has passed, and now it feels like something different. Now you're functioning in a different way. This is what these retrogrades are for, so that you can turn the soil over and plant a new seed and sprout something different. So today, the moon is at the 9th degree, and that is a degree that is ruled by Sagittarius. Mercury is at the 9th degree. Mercury is at the 9th degree of Sagittarius, retrograde, going backwards. So when it's going backwards, that means you go inside yourself. So today is a great day. The moon is in Aries. So let me just say this. When the moon is in Aries, the cycle gets a jump start. It's literally like putting jumper cables on your car and jumping it, and it takes off. So when the moon is in Aries, every 28 days, we have the moon in Aries. It's going to empower whatever you have going on. So if you have been doing this work with me in Mercury retrograde, we are more than halfway through the retrograde. And whatever you have been doing and working on up till now, the moon in Aries says, okay, it's kicked in. Let's go. Now, with the Mercury at the 9th degree is Sagittarius. This is about you believing in yourself. This is about having faith in you and your capabilities. And this is my whole message for my life, right? Do you understand the value of who you are? Do you understand your gifts, your purpose, right? And this is a process. This is not, people are like, my purpose, I don't know my purpose. Your purpose is to be yourself. Oftentimes, we have been conditioned and taught to be something other than we are, than we truly are. We've been taught that you are this name, or you are somebody's daughter, or you are this job. That's not who you are. You are the essence of the divine, and it is your job to crack the code of how to connect to the essence of the divine that is within you. These retrogrades help you do that. These transits help you see yourself more. What do you need? How do you feel? How do you think? What are your gifts? What's your intuition? How is your creativity? That stuff is inside of you, and it is your responsibility to excavate it. No one can do it for you. I come and bring information to let you know what energy is available so that you can do it yourself, because I can't do it for you. I'm doing it for myself. So this is about having faith in yourself. And today, like right now today, I don't have a whole lot on my plate today. And I am coming into deep communion with Spirit. I pulled the Hermit card this morning. Like really communing with the invisible force of the divine that is within me. May the force be with you. You know what I mean? Like literally in prayer, breathing, knowing that my breath is the essence of God. Do you understand your breath I mean, we are miraculous. When you understand how miraculous we are, your breath is the way you exist here. You would not be able to be here if it were not for your breath. You cannot hold it so long that you have to do something to take your own breath away. Like, you don't even own your breath. It's breathing you. You're not breathing it. It's breathing you. And that is the essence of God. Your breath is the essence of God. It is the eternal. It is everything. And if you just spend time worshiping it, honoring it, it will expand in your life. When I was growing up, I had people in my life who had asthma, and I've always found that really interesting, to be asthmatic and to have the very core of life seize on you, and you can't. I just find that to be fascinating, because I feel like that's a deep relationship with God. That's about something with God, because your breath is God. And so, you can talk to your lungs, talk to your body, commune with your body, you understand your body. I go to YouTube and I look up, how do the lungs work? How does the spleen work? How does the pancreas work? How does the heart work? How does my colon work? How do my small intestines work? How does the thymus gland work? How does the pituitary gland work? So that I can have a mastery of myself at the basic level. At the basic level. Just my organs. Because your organs without your organs, you have nothing. And every organ is associated with a planet. The spleen is Saturn. It's holding the karma. It's holding the patterns of how you do things. The kidneys are Venus. It's, cleaning and cleansing you out and or cleaning your blood. The heart is the sun. The nervous system is Mercury. It really understanding how the system that you are in is connected to the cosmology gives you power and understanding over yourself. And in honoring these energies, it builds your faith and your confidence when you have knowledge. This is Sagittarius, knowledge, wisdom. Master yourself. We're trying to master a job and get a relationship and all these things externally. None of that is anything if you don't have a true sense of yourself. How does your tongue work? How do your sinuses work? How do your eyes work? The eyes are ruled by Aquarius. Do y'all understand? The eyes are ruled by Aquarius. Aquarius is the future. Aquarius is what is to come. And your eyes are ruled by Aquarius. When you start practicing the symbolism, you'll realize you are a walking expression of the divine. The eyes by Aquarius, the sinuses, Venus, hearing, sight, taste, all of that is Venus. Your skin, Venus, all of that is an extension of Venus. And so then you do Venus rituals or Mercury rituals. Like if you have a skin problem, if I had a skin problem, I would be doing Venus rituals. Before I put anything on my skin or go see a doctor, I would be thinking where am I not at peace with beauty inside of me, so that I can honor, because there's something greater at work, right? If I was having kidney failure, I would be thinking about Venus, because the kidneys carry the family jinn, the energy that governs the family. And so if you were born into a family where they've been mismanaging their energy, using things like alcohol and drugs and relationships that are out of balance, then somebody's born with kidney failure, having those, it's okay, you have to restore Venus. What is Venus ruled by? Copper. That's why y'all see me with the copper, to balance out that energy in my body, because this is it. So Mars is steel. And Saturn, all of the planets have metals. And if you work with the energies or you work with the herbs, it will strengthen you. This is how we connect to the cosmology within ourselves. So today is the day of growing your faith in yourself. You take one action. You take one action that tells your soul, your spirit, I'm here for myself. That's it. You take one action towards yourself. What will that be today? What will it be? Maybe you sit down and meditate. Maybe you say a prayer for yourself. Maybe you write a poem for yourself. Maybe you go stand on the earth and hug a tree and ask the universe to infuse you with healing energy so that you can heal for yourself. There's countless things you can do. But for yourself, you do something for yourself today, because the choice you make for yourself will begin to grow your connection to faith. And you need faith as much as you need sight. You need faith as much as you need hearing. And we can actually function better without hearing. Like somebody like Stevie Wonder, who doesn't have any sight, and you see how creative he is without being able to see, because it really ain't about this physical stuff. It's not. So really, ultimately, what you're doing is bringing yourself in deeper relationship with the invisible, the spirit realm, which is where everything comes from. Everything comes from spirit. And so you want to become acquainted. You want to become acquainted with spirit, and you want to do so gradually, slowly, gently, compassionately, softly, and if you don't, then the universe has to come in and throw a wrench in your whole reality, as an illness, as a divorce, as somebody dying in your, you know what I mean? If you don't meet it, it will come for you, because that is how it works. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. If you need support, you can go. I'm offering coaching sessions. You can go look at my website. I have coaching. I've been working with clients now for a while, and it's the work is really good. That's all I can really say. Like, I feel very proud of myself for the work that I do with my clients, or the people who choose to come and work with me, because they actually get a level of mastery of themselves and their blueprint and how they are best functioning. And it really makes a difference. It really does. All right, you all. Peace and blessings. If you need any support, you can reach out to me. healwithmoonmama.com. Bye-bye.